Hey Cinderellas, welcome back to my channel, and today we're going to be doing a Christmas makeup look tutorial, and we're going to specifically focus on eye makeup. A lot of you guys always ask me, I want to learn how to make my eyes look good, I want to learn how to make my eyes pop, and that's exactly what I'm going to show you today in this tutorial. If you enjoy the content on Cinderella Bridez, definitely like, comment, subscribe, share the channel. We are working adamantly to grow our fan base and our user base, and we of course always love and appreciate your support. And so let's go ahead and get started. I have obviously no makeup on. My skin is basically prepped. I did my eye cream, moisturizer. I think that one of the things that a very good tip for you guys, if you are, anytime you're putting on makeup, whether it's for yourself or for your client, tip would be to make sure the skin is prepped really, really well. What's underneath does make an impact. It does impact how your makeup, your foundation looks. A lot of people don't like to look cakey, and I get that totally. But in order for that to happen, your skin needs to be prepped underneath. So my skin is moisturized. I have my eye cream on. Everything is done. What I am gonna do is I'm gonna use primer on my face. This is the Vitamin C Glow Primer by Smashbox. It has vitamins D, C, and E, and I actually really love this product. I'm gonna do like maybe 1.5 pumps, and I'm gonna go ahead and dot it all over my face. Now, Cinderellas, do not forget the neck area, because your face is like part of your neck also, because everybody sees this, so you don't necessarily need to apply makeup there, but I definitely would recommend you bring your skincare and primer and whatever else, because sometimes we do makeup around the jawline, so that's important, okay? So now that my primer is on, and if you guys have like super dry skin, especially during the winter time, I'm also gonna share another product with you. This is a Moisture Reset. It's by, I got this in one of my FabFitFun boxes, but I actually really love this product. It's a hydropeptide.com. It's a moisture reset. It's a phytonutrient facial oil, and I actually really like this. It's, especially when I feel a little extra dry, I definitely throw that on underneath my foundation because it makes a huge difference. So next we're gonna go ahead and I'm just gonna go ahead and do my face first. I'm gonna use the Live Tinted stick in the color Rise. Just putting it on where I feel like it's a little dark. For me, I am very light with my face makeup. I don't like to put too much on, but I think for a lot of you guys maybe watching this video, you probably don't put enough on, and that's like one of the reasons your makeup is probably not looking flawless. So I'm gonna go ahead and blend that in, just pressing it in. Alrighty, there we have it. And now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my medium shape tape by Tarte. Love this product, absolutely. And I'm gonna go ahead and just put it on right where I wanna conceal. And it's cool because immediately, just by me putting on a little concealer, I automatically look awake. And I actually love that part of color correcting and concealing. Like, my everyday makeup look is not a lot. Even today when I show you this tutorial with my skin, I'm really gonna just tweak it a little bit, but it's still not a lot of makeup that I use. I love the Shape Tape because it also doubles as a eye primer. So just with what I put on underneath my eyes, I'm gonna go ahead and just press it into my skin underneath the eyes, and I'm gonna use it as an eye primer too. So tip number 2, use your concealer. If you're using a Shape Tape type of product, this is also great as a eye primer. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and take the light medium Shape Tape, and I'm gonna highlight underneath the eyes now. A little bit right underneath the eyes. And I'm gonna highlight there too. Also, I'm gonna highlight a little bit on the bridge of my nose, a little bit up here. This is a really great tip. If you wanna create like more of a lift in your cheekbones, if you highlight right underneath it, it's gonna basically make the upper part of your cheekbone a little bit darker. It's gonna create like a shadow, you can see that. And it's gonna create that really nice, like, clean line. So now you're gonna take the same sponge and just press and brighten it up. So underneath the eyes, you're pressing on the cheekbones. You're basically kind of going in the direction of the line that you want to create. Notice no foundation just yet. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna grab my foundation. This is the Artistry L4W1. So now I'm gonna grab my foundation. This is the Artistry L4W1. I have it depotted. So I'm just gonna take like a very teeny bit of foundation, because like really, I really don't use a lot at all. So I'm gonna grab it right on the back of my hand. So literally like just that much foundation, okay? And I'm gonna go ahead and start just pressing it into my skin. You could use your sponge also, but I just decided to use this brush because I'm gonna use it to blend also later. And I just wanna put this product to wherever I feel like I need a little bit more coverage. Because I'm keeping the coverage a little bit light, I'm not gonna put a lot on. You know, you're indoors, this is a house party or whatever you're doing. Maybe you're taking holiday pictures. Whatever it is, you're still gonna be able to put enough on. I hate my notion that I'll tell you guys that I think that everybody should follow is less is more. There's not like one amount of foundation that is perfect for your amount of skin, so it's not like how much should I use. It's like you really need to like apply it and use what you think, like the type of skin you have. Sometimes people need more coverage, sometimes people need less coverage, so it's really just gonna depend on you. So I'm also gonna remember to just get the jawline area and blend it right out down a little bit into my neck area. I don't want it to be too like perfect on the skin and then the neck just look like regular, so I just want to bring it down a little bit. You can use your fingers. Your fingers are your best blending tools, okay? So remember that. Now the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a contour. I do when I'm like doing a little bit more of a party type of makeup, I'm gonna actually definitely add like a little bit of a contour. I have more of a round shape face, so I definitely like to contour, and you can see I'm creating these lines around my face area. I'm gonna do a little bit around my forehead. There's not like a whole bunch of like preciseness that needs to go. Like you're basically, depending on your face shape, casting like almost like a halo, like where the sun hits you. Like if you ever recall when you get tanned, I know maybe for those of you who live in the Northeast, it may be hard to remember what that feels like right now, but for my people everywhere else, you know when you get tanned, or if you're tan right now, you see the parts of your face that get tan and the other parts that don't, right? And that's kind of like where you wanna focus on as well. I'm even doing a little bit of my nose, which I don't have to, but why not? Get that snatched look. I'm gonna do a little bit of my jawline. The key is here, you have to blend and blend properly. I'm gonna show you my tips on blending. If you do a little bit under your lip, it gives you a little bit more of a poutier lip. So you can see I went light also on the contour. I'm just gonna use this stippling brush and I'm gonna blend it right into the jawline, almost if you're wiping it away, but just adding that layer of like darkness. I'm just kind of like following the natural line. This you wanna basically blend right into your hairline. That's done. Next thing I'm gonna do, when I'm doing a bride, I do use like multiple colors of powders and like different bronzers and contour powders and highlight powders. For me, for my Christmas card pictures, I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna take the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I actually have been really loving this, and place it right underneath my eyes. I'm not even gonna bake because I don't really need to make this makeup last. A lot of times people are like, oh, don't you bake with every makeup application? And that's not the case. You don't need to bake with every makeup application. It just really depends on if you're gonna be photographed, if you need it to last a certain amount of time, all that good stuff. For an everyday like party or event or photo shoot, you don't really need to do all that. For weddings, I will bake, absolutely. Because the brides cry, I wanna create like a smooth canvas, a smudge-proof makeup that's not going anywhere. Now what I'm gonna do is I am going to grab my Nars Laguna bronzer, and I'm gonna give my face a little bronzy look, because who wants to look totally white, right? In the wintertime. Grab it, dip it in, be generous, smack it off. Go ahead and build up your bronzer right on your face. So you can see I contoured my entire face with the bronzer after I did the actual contour cream. Cheekbones, you can almost think of like an invisible, like an E. So you draw it from the top of your head, the top of the E, here's the middle of the E, and here's the lower part of the E. I can also, just with whatever's left on my brush, I'm gonna add it to the rest of my nose area. So that's all done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and grab my blush, and the blush I'm gonna grab is the Nars Fiercely. This is nice because it has like a little bit of a peachy sheen, but it also has like a mix of highlighter and contour in it, kind of also going for the look that I'm going for, which is bronzy, peachy, bring me some summer, bring me some warmth. There you go. And it also is, I'm gonna pair this with a red lip, so this also is gonna look really nice with a red lip. But you can see like I dipped my brush in here, I tapped it off, and then just very lightly in a swirling motion, I'm adding that blush on. I'm gonna go ahead and add my highlighter. And the highlighter I'm gonna use is the Becca Cosmetics Champagne Pop. You all know I love this one. This is like one of the best highlighters. I'm gonna use my blush brush also. Just using the tip of my blush brush, I'm gonna highlight. Because who doesn't want that glow, right? Your skin to glow. Add a little bit on my nose, a little bit more on my cheekbones. I'm gonna add a little bit around my temple area. You can also use your finger if you want to do more of an intense glow. You can also take this highlighter and grab like a small brush, like an inner corner, like a tiny brush like this, and add, because it's Christmas and you want like very bright and light, you can add this into the inner corner of your eyes. It's gonna make it really pop, look really, really pretty. Be careful not to bring it too high up into the eye area where it looks like it's off, or you don't want all your highlight to be like right up to here. You kind of want it to follow the eye shape. And I love popping a little bit underneath here. Makes it look very like glowy. You can also add a little bit on your Cupid's bow if you want. All right, the skin is done. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and focus in a little bit more on the eyes. Okay, so we're ready to start on the eye tutorial, and I pulled a couple of different palettes because there's something that I like from each palette. And so if I'm going through too many palettes, like I wanna encourage you guys, because I know you have a lot of makeup out there, I wanna encourage you guys to like sometimes just open up your palettes. Don't think that you cannot mix and match, because you absolutely can mix and match, and you should. I definitely encourage you to. But when you're thinking about gradients, you know, the word gradient, it's like a gradual darkening of color from lightest to darkest, or darkest to lightest. And so we're gonna create almost like a gradient type of look with this makeup look. You can already see I started the lighter, almost like champagne creamy color in the inner corner of my eye. And now since we're going for like a gold, like gonna pick like a little bit more of a darker color, like a little bit more of an actual gold. This is the gold that I'm gonna use right here. This is from the Artistry Parisian Style Edition Studio Collection. It's the La Palette City of Lights, and I love it because it's very creamy, this color, and it has like a lot of shimmer in it. So I'm gonna go ahead and use that, and I'm gonna use a wider brush, and I'm gonna place it right after my lighter area of eyeshadow. So there it goes. And the thing I think that a lot of people do is they don't put enough. So make sure you take like at least 2 dips, like depending on obviously again how much eyelid you have also. And ooh, that looks very pretty. So I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. And I forgot one step. There's no like perfect order of how you do this. I do want to add a really nice crease color to my eye, but that looks so pretty already if you can see it, right? That looks so, so nice. I wanna actually grab my Nars palette here, and this is the Nars Ignited palette. I'm gonna use this color right here, almost like a soft brown, like a chocolatey type of brown, but it's very light when it's applied. And I'll show you it on my finger. That's what it looks like. I'm gonna go ahead and use this as my crease color. And the crease color is basically the color that you put in, like right in between, like your brow bone, like right where your eyes go in. That's your crease of your eye, and that's where you wanna put it. So I'm gonna just kind of windshield wiper it back and forth, because I wanna bring enhancement to that definition of that crease in the eye, because that's what's gonna make the eyes pop, right? A darker color is gonna like make the eyelid recede in more, and it's gonna make the eyeball pop out more. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm also gonna bring it like almost like a wing shape, because I am gonna do like a little bit of a wingish type of eyeliner with this look. And so I'm just gonna go back and forth. And then what I'm gonna do is just wipe off my brush. I'm gonna use this lighter neutral color that's right here, and I'm gonna go ahead and put it right above, because that just kind of blends in the eyeshadow and it makes it a lot smoother. The other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and grab, this is the Too Faced palette. It's a sparkling pineapple eyeshadow palette collection. And these are the 3 palettes that I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my little tiny brush, and I wanna like highlight the brow bone area up here also. Remember, I use this for the champagne pop in the inner corner of the eye. So it has a little bit of that shimmer in it, which I'm okay with. But there we go. I want to bring that right to the top, and you can see my eyebrows are not totally done with quarantine. That's something that, you know, has not been like a priority, and just like social distancing and stuff. So I've just been kind of doing my eyebrows myself, but I am like really just living, not dying, but living to go out and get my eyebrows done. I wish I could find someone that would come to my house to do that. Anyway, if you know someone, make sure you comment in this comment section below. So that's kind of like the crease color, the the highlight color. And the last color I'm gonna take, now that I've done like the lighter, the little bit of the medium color, now I'm gonna go ahead and I am gonna add in a little bit more of a deeper color from a little bit more of a deeper gold. This is the, again, the Sparkling Pineapple eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna go ahead and kind of grab some of that. There's a lot of glitter content in this one, this particular eyeshadow, and I'm just gonna place it. You can see I'm like almost just like placing it on the eye, just like that. And already you see a gradient of 3 colors, right? You see the lightest, a little bit of a darker color, and then a little bit more. And now here's what's gonna seal the deal. Once you do all of that, the next thing you can do, I'm actually gonna grab a little bit more glitter. I'm gonna go in with the City of Lights, this darker brown, bronzy color with some glitter in it. And I'm gonna like dip my finger in there. And because it's very creamy, that's why I don't wanna take too much, I'm gonna like place it right in the inner, like the outer corner of the eye, almost like a V shape. And then I'm gonna take my brush, my blending side, and I'm gonna go ahead and, ooh, I got a little bit out. If you get a little bit out, don't worry, use your sponge, go ahead and like wipe it. You usually have like a little bit extra product in there, so it's easy to just clean up if you do make a mess, but there you go. So, and then I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna take the little bit of a dark brown, it's a matte color. I'm gonna just like enhance it a smidge bit right into the corner. I'm gonna bring it up into that V area and voila. You can use your finger and blend if you want. The key is to blend. Remember to blend, 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 and then blend some more, okay? Now I'm gonna go ahead and do the other side. Let's go at it. So you can see I quickly sped through the other eye, and now what I am gonna do is I wanna bring out a little bit more gold, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab this gold right here, and rather than using it on a brush, I wanna like just tap it in to the area where I wanna enhance a little bit more of a brighter gold. And there you go. Alright, so now that everything is kind of like where I want it to be, the other thing I'm gonna spend time is focusing on is the under part of the eye. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this smaller brush again. And I'm gonna start with a lighter color. I'm gonna use the color that we actually use for the crease of the eye. So that one right there from the Nars Ignite palette. And I'm gonna go ahead and just kind of buff out outer part of the eye with a little bit of that smoky brown. And then what I'm gonna do is I wanna add a little bit of that shimmer, of that dark brown from the Artistry City of Lights palette. So I'm gonna go ahead and right where my lash line is, I'm adding that glitter. Now, so that's all done, I'm gonna grab my eyelash curler, and I'll do my eyebrows last. I'm gonna do my eyes first, and then I'll go ahead and do my eyebrows. Curl those eyelashes. I want them to kind of be like sticking up a little bit more. There we go. They'll blend right into the eyelashes that I'm gonna do. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my eyeliner. I'm gonna actually do like a dark brown eyeliner today. So I have my dark brown eyeliner, and it's the Artistry Longwear Eye Pencil. I'm gonna actually do this eyeliner in the inner waterline of my eye, and I'm also gonna do it on the upper waterline. And the reason for that is I really wanna create like more of a nighttime type of look with this eye makeup. So I'm gonna go ahead and just fill in the eyes. This is a long wearing pencil, which is great, and I'll drop the link below if you like the way it looks. But I don't wanna do full black because I wanna give myself a little bit of like wiggle room to like make it like smoky, but like not all black. And that's why sometimes I like using a dark brown, because again, it gives that like gradient type of effect. And I'm gonna use this other side, the smudging side, soften that up a little bit. There we go. Next thing I'm gonna do is I am gonna grab my liquid eyeliner. So we're gonna use the NYX Black Matte Liquid Liner. I actually really have loved this product for a really long time. Someone recommended it to me and I've been using it ever since. And it gives a really nice clean line. I love this brush. This brush is kind of like hard to master if you're just not used to having a steady hand. So if you're not, I recommend maybe using a pencil or a gel pot. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna come in a little closer. Here's one tip. When you want to do like a winged eyeliner, you can start from the bottom of your eye and slightly draw like a wing right up just like that. Just to kind of give yourself like a shape or where exactly you want that to end up. And then you can connect the wing and then you can do the rest. So let me get more eyeliner. I like to hold the eye also and stretch it a little taut. And there's your wing right there. This eyeliner is running out. That's why I keep going back in for it. I wanted to show you guys this eyeliner. I need to get some more. So NYX, if you're watching, send me some eyeliner. Oh, we need some more of this stuff. So the tip I was gonna say is you can draw short lines all the way across, just like that, and all the way down to start creating that wing. Okay, so now that the eyeliner is done, I'm gonna go ahead and throw my lashes on, and I'm gonna be using the Cinderella lashes in the Style Diamond. And this is what they look like. I actually used them before, so I already have them out. And I'm gonna show you really quickly how to apply eyelashes. You're gonna basically make sure your lashes are trimmed at the ends. If they are too long, then you need to like cut the ends. You can fit them to your eye. A lot of times people make a mistake with lashes because sometimes the lashes are too long for their eye shape. If you need to trim them or anything like that, make sure you go ahead and use a little scissor and trim your lashes if they need to be trimmed. Mine really did not need to be trimmed. I probably shouldn't have cut that little end piece off. You're gonna grab strip adhesive lash glue. This is from Lash Couture. You can get it at the drugstore. I like the fact that you can paint on the glue onto the lashes. And so I'm gonna do that, and you just basically wait like a couple of seconds, maybe like 10 seconds. You wanna wait, you wanna kind of let it dry a little bit. When glue dries, it gets tacky, and that's what's gonna help it just actually stay on your eye. You also wanna maybe grab like a pair of tweezers. You can use eyelash tweezers. Basically a little tacky, it's a little dry. I'm gonna go ahead and place it right where I feel like I see it, and I'm gonna first secure the ends, and then after I secure the ends is when I secure everything else. You're gonna apply them on your lash line, a little bit above your lash line. These are like very ultra uber full lashes, so if you're looking for something more natural, you know, maybe you have a smaller eye, you can definitely use something a little smaller if you don't want to go so glam and so big. You can secure it by taking your tweezer and very carefully, like just pushing down, or you can go ahead and grab your lashes and push them in a little bit, and like together with your actual natural lashes, you can take your finger and kind of press down. All it is you're trying to like secure the lashes, and voila, there's that eyelash on. What a difference, whoa. This lash is like, it's like huge. Like since I've used them before, I feel like I have a little mascara on them. Let them dry a little bit more. So let's go ahead and put on the other eyelash. Sometimes with mink eyelashes, one of the things that you will see is you'll see like a, you know, extra like pieces of lash hair sticking up or whatever. You can go ahead and trim those. Don't be afraid to like adjust your lashes to like fit what you need it to do. And especially if there's like unruly hairs like sticking out in weird places, you definitely want to get rid of those because that's gonna look weird on your eye. So I'm just cutting, if you can see, I'm just like trimming this one little piece that's like sticking up, and there we go, I got it. So there's my lash again. I'm gonna go ahead and put it on. Okay guys, I am back. The lashes are on. The entire look is starting to like come together. Aside from needing a little bit more liquid liner, I feel like it's starting to look really, really nice. You can take a look closer if you want. So now the next thing we're gonna do is eyebrows and lips, and then we're done with this look. So I'm gonna start by combing out my eyebrows. Because my hair is dark, the lashes are dark, everything is like kind of dramatic, you need to like also kind of make your eyebrows, if you have like lighter eyebrows like I do, you wanna add a little bit more and fill them in so they just kind of go with the entire look. So I'm gonna use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in dark brown. I feel like black is always just too dark and too harsh, like, especially for your brows. You want to go like a shade lighter than whatever your brow color is. So I'm starting out by very lightly, I'm using an angled brush, and I'm very lightly just trying to simulate and draw the same like natural hairs that are already in my eyebrows. And so just short brush strokes all the way across, filling in and kind of enhancing my arch. And also, one of the things I learned by even just doing makeup on the runway, and I've noticed it in even photographs, is you want to make sure you pay attention to the end of the brow, because when you look straight, it almost looks like there's no brow there left. It gets very like cut off by photography, by video. So you want to make sure that you fill in, and also do it very lightly. You don't want to like go draw your entire eyebrow, or it's going to start to look kind of fake, which we don't want. And then I like to, here's a tip, I like to comb it through. And once you comb it through, I feel like it starts to just look more natural. Product is more evenly distributed all around. There you go, difference. Now on to the other side. done, I'm gonna take this brush and comb it through a little bit more. And home stretch, guys. The last thing is nothing beats a perfect holiday look for Christmas without the perfect red lip. And so I've been experimenting. I'm actually really in love with the Artistry Shanghai Studio Edition Silky Lip Matte Color. This is a cherry red, and it's just like a nice pop of like red, bright red. So I'm gonna first line my lips. For me, I like to like overline slightly just so that my lips look a little bit fuller. Step, I'm gonna just give myself a little bit of a dewy setting spray. This is the Timeless Lavender Extract Setting Spray. I'm just gonna like mist it all over my face, get ready for my holiday pictures. There you have it. This is the final look. So before I end this video, there's one last step that I completely forgot to share with you that I always do, but I forgot because after I looked in the mirror and I looked a little closer, I was like, ooh, I forgot to do it. And that's adding a little mascara. So I'm using the Voluminous Superstar X Fiber Mascara by L'Oreal, and they've definitely stepped up their game, I'll tell you that much. I am going to just coat the lower lashes with a little bit of mascara, and I'm gonna do the same thing with the other side. I love how my skin is glowing from this highlighter. Looks amazing. I'm not gonna do too much on the top lashes because they're already like curled and they already kind of are like melded together, so no need to do that. Okay, that concludes our tutorial for today, Cinderellas. I hope you enjoyed what you learned. As always, I appreciate your support. If you enjoyed what you learned, definitely please hit that big thumbs up button. Like, comment if you have questions, or just comment and let me know what you think of the video, what other types of videos you want to see, please, and subscribe to our channel. And if you recreated this look or you end up recreating this look, send it to us, DM me on Instagram under Cinderella Bridez. Would love to reshare and repost your creations. All right, as always, stay beautiful. Bye. Mwah.